Hey guys, so in episode 10, we want to talk to you about something that just happened. It's on our mind, it's on our chest, and it's gonna be a rough one, right? But I feel like we're so blessed to have this outlet where we can talk about these type of things because they happen consistently in the United States. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the Buffalo mass shooting that happened at the time of this recording happened this weekend. And we actually had a personal scare with that because my younger brother lives in Buffalo. And when everything was going on and you're hearing all this news, we couldn't get a hold of him and the family started to panic. So I want to just talk about that. I mean, as an entrepreneur, as a, family, like these things happen. Like what's the impact on you? What's the, how do you deal with it? Right. And my wife, my beautiful wife here, master's degree in social work. And, I lean on her in these times a lot. And I think it's just good to have the conversation, talk about it. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So.
Yeah, so this event happened, and it's not a new event. It's happened over and over again. And I think for a lot of us, especially in the African American community, the Black community, it can be very traumatizing and re-traumatizing over and over again, especially due to the reasons behind these shootings and these incidents. And of course, I'm sure it definitely affects other people outside of our community. But for speaking for us and, our community, I know it can be very re-traumatizing. And so we just wanted to share like how as business owners, we can be blind to these things because even if it does not affect us personally, it can be affecting our employees. It can be affecting our team members. It can even be affecting our clients. And we're going to be very mindful of that. And we want to be just aware. And remember, there was an episode that we did about, it was about leadership skills. And awareness is one of those leadership skills that you should have as a leader, as a business owner. And we must be aware of our surroundings, of things that's going on in our communities, because again, if it does not affect us personally, it's affecting the people that are with us on this journey. So just wanted to speak on that because I know it was definitely a scare. And we've, of course, seen this happen over and over again, but this was really a scare because personally it affected us. And, I watched you like just kind of in a different way during this incident because it was so personal, very personal. And
yeah. First, let's say that my brother's fine. He wasn't involved in it or anything like that. And listen, every community, right? Whether you're white, black, whatever it may be, your religion. I feel like, if you speak to someone that's Jewish, they can tell you times that Jewish people were targeted or treated unfairly just because of their beliefs. Speak to someone that's Arabic, Muslim, same thing, right? We all go through things in this world. We're all living here together. And speaking out of our perspective, being, African American in the United States, and we see, from our lens, from what we're seeing, we had George Floyd, which was which was big, and that happened recently. You have last year, I believe, there was a mass shooting in a church where someone came in and wanted to target a church with African Americans and, took lives for what seemingly no reason, right? Imagine going to a grocery store and you can, leave this earth or you be your last day on earth just because you're going grocery shopping. Like it was nothing based on like people's characters. Like those people didn't do anything wrong. They were just there, they just existed and you're being targeted for just existing. That's tough, right? For you having kids, like we're parents, we have children and our children, they're young. So they don't know about the incident, but we are going to have that conversation with them, as they grow up. And, it's not something that we know we have to do, but we're not looking forward to it, right? So you have that lens as parents, as business owners. Again, you can, like, as my wife pointed out, you can be so busy with your business that these things are happening, but you're focused, you notice it, and you might not even realize how it's affecting you. Or, you might be a little bit harsher with a team member or an employee that week and not really understand why. So I think it's really big to reflect, and these things happen. How does it make you feel? Have a conversation with someone. If you want, comment on this YouTube video. My wife be happy to talk to you, Stacey be happy, have a conversation with you, how you feel about it, that kind of thing. No, but in all seriousness, it's better to have the conversation and reflect, right? You know, I feel like America, a phenomenal country. You know, I'm American, it's like the best country in the world, you know, that's how we feel. But we have our problems, we have our issues, and this seems to be something that's consistent. So how are you preparing your family? Are you having these conversations in your business where, you know, someone might be traumatized, someone might be affected by this? You know what I mean? You know, how do you deal with that? So we're having that conversation.
Yeah. And don't be scared to have it with your team, your kids, even their young kids. You can still start talking about these things that happen. You may not go into so much detail, but with your little ones, like our oldest is 5, going on 6, we can talk about safety. Just being safe, you know, when he's outside, looking both ways, when he's playing with other kids, being safe, when he's at school, being safe. Like, we talk about that, and that's starting that foundation of safety, being aware of your surroundings, right?
Right. And also your family, preventative maintenance, right? My brother, when this whole thing was happening, my mom is calling me, my sister's calling me, like everyone's kind of like just like panicking. Then you fear the worst. Like, do you have something in place? You know, if you're ever in trouble, you know, group chat, you know, we have so many resources now, you know, Facebook chat, WhatsApp chat, iPhones have the group chat. I'm not an Android person, so I don't know what Androids have. No offense, Android people, I know Android is great. So, but, you know, a group chat, and hey, if you're ever in trouble, 911, the group chat, you know, my mom, like now my brother after that situation, like, hey, we need you to share your location. So we know if something happens, you're okay, because we're in North Carolina, he's up in Buffalo, my mom's in like New York, so everyone's kind of spread out all over the place. So just little safety precautions, because when everything happened, he was sleeping, you know, so you know, he woke up, was like, hey, I have all these missed calls and all these messages, what's going on? And we're all panicking, and he's just having a nice nap. So, you know, just you know, having these type of conversations with the people that you care about.
Definitely. And so that's what we wanted to share. We just wanted to share our thoughts and feelings about it, and know that, you know, as business owners, we really, you know, personally it's affected us, but also, like, you know, we even think about the people that we work with, our team, and even our mentees, mentors, like just our whole community. And just wanted to kind of share a little bit of like how we were feeling about it. And, you know,
as business owners, you're a leader. You're a leader in your community, you're a leader in your company. You know, it happens, you know, whether it happens right, whether you're that person already, or, you know, it happens over time, you're going to become that person. So just, you know, keep that in mind. People are going to look to you. So happy to share this with you. I think it's helping us, just having an outlet, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
bye.